Hey everybody. So I read Kurt Vonnegut's Galapagos, and I've got a few things to say about it. One, Kurt Vonnegut is Mark Twain, or let me say it differently. Kurt Vonnegut is trying to be Mark Twain. Look at his hair, mustache, but most importantly, writing style. Galapagos is a sci-fi, technically, story where the whole world is, all of humans are killed by a virus, and the only survivors are a few people on a cruise ship to the Galapagos Islands. So they're out in the middle of nowhere. They're the only ones that don't get this virus because they have immunity, a couple of them, and they're insulated from the outbreak because they're on Galapagos. And it's a collection of characters. It's somewhat humorous. The biggest thing that sticks out about the book is the way Vonnegut keeps telling you, he spoils the story the whole time. He jumps ahead. He says, later on this will happen, and then he'll go back to the more or less present in the narrative, but it's always jumping around. So you know the ending before you get there. And it's kind of charming. The biggest effect for me was kind of a folksy charm to it, like Grandpa's on the porch telling you the story. And I think Vonnegut wants to be that kind of grandpa type figure as a writer, an American charming figure, kind of like Mark Twain. I think that's why he had the mustache and the hairstyle that looked like Mark Twain. And the language reminded me reading it of nothing more than Twain's kind of folksy style. So does that make it good? Not really for me. I think it's kind of derivative. That was my biggest feeling. The story is interesting. The premise is interesting. There's some dark humor to it. But for me, the style, the Twain style, folksy style, takes away from the more serious themes he's supposedly addressing. I think what Vonnegut's actually doing is simultaneously confronting some apocalyptic type issues, but also escaping from them himself in his own mind. So there's some escapism baked in with this folksy kind of detachment. And I think it takes away from the punch that should be there with the subject matter that he's dealing with. So that's my takeaway with Galapagos, and maybe with Vonnegut in general. It's a little bit derivative. It's a little bit insincere when it should be sincere. And I don't think in the end the themes are any more deep than Mark Twain dealt with himself in Huck Finn. All the cultural issues that lead to these apocalyptic scenarios that Vonnegut is dealing with are baked into Huck Finn in a much more punchy stew, better concoction. So just read Twain. Don't read the fake Twain.